All righty.
Do you want me to share this?
Sure.
I feel like the beginning of every show, I'm looking down at my phone. So
Let's see.
let me get over to Facebook. Oh yeah, there's me making faces already. Super.
We got one viewer. Hello, one viewer.
It's Robert.
Hi, Robert.
And
Now a few more.
there we go. Takes everybody a second.
Hi, Rob. How are you? And Miss Brenda. Hi. See, we're up to 7 now.
What?
And Jiggy's sharing because I can't multitask like that.
Wait. Oh, let me turn my.
Yukon. Hello. Hi, Jess.
All of these comments are coming from the Craft Whisker page. So
Cool.
if you're on Tisha's page, get off.
Yeah, I didn't share it I didn't send the broadcast to my page in hopes that
that they wouldn't jump on there.
Right. So it shouldn't appear as an option. Miss Ashley, hi. But if you are listening, and if you notice that we don't see your comments or respond to them, flip over to the Craft Whisker Club page. So I guess with that, we can kick it off. So good evening. Welcome to the Craft Whisker Club show. And thank you guys for tuning in. That sounds all formal. But so I'm Tisha Clinkenbeard, aka Mrs. Chicken Bread. And then let's see if I get it. Yeah, I got it right this time. Ooh. I just have to remember you're over there.
I have to go like this. Did you see me do a baby poke at the bottom to see? Summer, Jiggy, Vice President of the Craft Whisker Club, got sidetracked, sorry. And Vice President North Texas Beer Malt.
Yeah. So, yeah. Did I say, yeah, I'm president of the Craft Whisker Club. Member Austin Facial Hair Club and Beard Mob North Texas. So, yeah, I forgot about that. I'm kind of spaced tonight. Too much actual work, right? Too much what I get paid for. All right.
That for me.
Well, what has been going on in bearding world lately? I think the last time we had a show or a battle was since we've had the You Matter competition since then, I believe.
John and Jeff. Fritos and Jeffrey. It seems like forever ago, right?
When was that?
Like the 23rd.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the last battle that we had. And I think we did talk about the competition during the battle, I believe. So if you didn't catch the battle, then you probably heard about it from Mob or so forth, about the You Matter Beard and Mustache competition that was January 22nd here in beautiful LaGrange. And we had the second Craft Whisker battle live, which was really awesome. Some great beards and a lot of fun. Hello, Facebook user. I don't know who you are, but
log out, log back in, or tag your name at the end of it.
Yeah. Let's see. They had some great beards. Jiggy had Beer Mom North Texas did the bag contents, and Jiggy, tell them what was in the bags. Do you remember? I only remember some stuff.
In the craft bag.
Actually, I still have one right over here in a box.
There was some twisty tube, something, some stickers, ribbon. Pom-poms and pipe cleaners. Fancy. That bag was used as a base.
Yes.
Hey, how many of them? Okay, I haven't even opened the boxes. I'm not even gonna lie. Like my Whiskerina box is still sitting where it's been
There's
sitting.
some glue guns.
How many?
2, I believe.
Sweet.
2.
Oh, it's coconut.
I think this is just and these little things.
Yeah, I don't really know what they're for. I mean, I liked what the contestants used it.
I guess that's all it's in here. I didn't pay attention when I put it away. I have a box that's going to Mobfest with me. Or maybe, because I can't make Cassie or have her.
I've given in. I'm calling it Cassie. They win.
So.
Like I'm gonna start spelling it little C, big A, little S, little I. Cassie.
Cassie.
There you go.
Yeah. So Rob says, congratulations, ladies, on your end. So Summer got first in realistic, and I got first in creative, and super stoked. I got a belt buckle.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna wear these things. Yeah, I'm just gonna put mine up. Like I want that bitch to wear. I mean, sorry. I want that to wear.
Yeah, mine is in my little curio cabinet. So I'm gonna look like Brantley.
Yeah. It's so pretty. I mean,
I can't see what I'm doing.
we can see it. I mean, but I know what it looks like, so.
She does. But it was really cool. It was a great competition. We raised $26,000
$104.
and some change.
26,104. Well, I thought that was Tish's booty. I'm not gonna lie, I was looking down. Your chair spun around. I thought that was your booty. I was like, man, your leather pants?
No, just my chair.
Well, there's that.
Yeah. You'd be wearing one if you got first, but you did great and you were surprised. So, and then Rob, you'll wear them at comps. I can probably do that.
Rob don't even tuck his shirt in, so.
Well, the style nowadays is just to tuck the fronts in. So, but yeah, I need to put it on one of my belts.
Clearly, I don't follow the style.
Me neither. My shirts are always untucked.
Mine too. I got a faux pas.
So, well, let's see what else. We have just put on the page today, actually right before the show. We're going to have a club meeting on this Saturday at 11 Central. And
wait a minute, are we doing this? Because I didn't read it. What are we doing?
Saturday, 11 Central. We're going
AM?
11 a.m.
Okay. We got a meeting at 2, I think.
At Saturday?
Yeah. I think it's at 2.
Okay.
So, okay. I'll be up. Jesus Christ. I stay up too late. I can't help it. Like, I'm in a vicious cycle right now. Even if I go to bed early, I slept 14 hours the other day and like 12 the other day after.
Yeah. My schedule on the weekend, I'm up earlier because my husband's at home than I am during the week because I get up as late as I possibly can because it's literally walk from the bedroom to the kitchen to make coffee and then into my office. So,
Right. Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
you gotta pass by.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we have a meeting this Saturday at 11 Central, and we'll be uh, electing officers. So, if you would like to be an officer, drop us a message in the Craft Whisker Club page, because just drop us a private message in there because currently the officers have access to that. And then Friday we'll release the names. And so Saturday we will vote. It'll be via Zoom and we'll vote on those. Also, if you have ideas for what the club can do, support, host, um, um, sorry, my phone keeps going off. Do support, host ideas for the club to do anything, add any things, um, drop us a message too, or come prepared to talk about them at the meeting. um, and then also we have been a club for 2 years, so we do have opportunities to apply to worlds and to, I always get the acronym wrong.
NA, NAC, BMA.
EMA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we
I
do
was
have
looking
those.
for it the other day, so I was like, let me remember this because I don't even know what it all stands for anymore.
Yeah. Hold on.
What the fuck? Tisha Klinkenbeer, what are you doing to me here? Stress level, just don't do that to me. I was like, I'm gonna bring our guest on real quick. I ain't doing this by myself. We can't hear you now. Unmute yourself, ma'am.
Oh, the hubs was trying to talk to me and text me, and I couldn't. Way too much overload. So okay, you can hear me now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just let you talk for a minute. I thought you was gonna just catch on, but sorry.
Oh, the love. Oh, the love.
A lot of worried about my damn self lately.
Let's see. What else we got for the club?
Uh,
We've got a battle coming up,
yeah.
and it's going to be Scott Turner versus Jesse Morton. And
Okay.
boxes are going to be provided by Crystal Davis. So
Oh,
that's coming up. Let's see.
yo. I only know one person who says yo like that, and
Surprise, surprise. Like
I
I said,
gotta log back in, dog. That's all I can say, or say who you are.
so if yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
Monty, we both clicked. Summer and I are both clickers over here. Let's see. I think that's about all I
So Scott
have.
Tanner and Jesse Morton. Third weekend. I mean, the third Monday. Good God Almighty.
Yes, that is
20.
the 21st. Yep.
Jesus, I even have it on the calendar. Go me. Oh, that's gonna be right after Cassie.
Yes, it will.
Cassie.
Uh,
Hey, Thad.
Melanie, hi.
Sorry, I was going down.
I'll let Summer click.
I'd be the clicker. I have one job here.
All right. Okay. Well, we do have a guest tonight.
Hold your breath.
uh, we'll let anybody on this show.
I know, right?
So tonight we have Mr. Corey Maxon from.
Are you gonna add him?
Yeah, we'll add him in here.
I took him off. Sorry.
That was quick.
In and out. Sorry.
Corey's from. I'll just let Corey introduce yourself, sir.
Corey Maxon. I'm the VP of the North Texas Beard Alliance.
Your camera's dirty, bro.
Is it?
You are. You're blurry. I know you can't tell since you took your glasses off. But...
Maybe I just look blurry in real life.
Well.
Yeah. I'm Corey Maxon from the North Texas Beard Alliance. I'm the VP. Like I said, Mustache Mike's our president. And we got a whole gang of other people that help do what we do. You know what I mean?
Cool. And just typically, what area does North Texas cover for you guys?
So we're pretty much based out of Fort Worth. The charity we always use is in Fort Worth. We just like to keep it as local as we can up there. We've got a couple other clubs, in the area that we're really good friends with, really close with. But yeah, I mean, we usually stay in Fort Worth, but we go all over the country competing with some of these guys. I'm sure most of y'all know Paul Kennedy. He's our golden boy in the last 2 years, as most of us have kind of taken some time off from competing due to the virus and stuff like that. But Paul just gradually wins every single competition he goes to. So
yep.
Big shout out to Paul Kennedy.
I got to judge with Corey the last Lone Star Villains.
Yeah.
2 years ago, right?
It's coming up.
Yeah.
I can't remember what weekend it is now. So, but yeah.
That was Mike's Rice. I think that was one of Mike's first Rice Krispie treat competitions.
But you guys also in the past have hosted Decembeard. So most people would probably kind of correlate the two with that.
Yeah, we did about 10 years of Decembeard. That started even before me and Mike were in the club or anything like that. We had a lot of fun with it. We did a lot of cool stuff with it. Epic beards, epic whisker arenas that whole time. And it's just something we kind of wanted to move on from. We really liked the date, but the problem was a lot of people travel a lot in December. So maybe we don't get as many people as we thought we could if we had a little bit of a better time slot. And our buddy Boyd, his club ran its course and they were great and amazing. And we always knew we really, really wanted that date. So we definitely didn't want to step on any toes. So once we knew he wasn't doing competitions anymore, we jumped on it as quick as we could. Summertime in Texas, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. So tell us, we're kind of hinting around, but you guys have a competition coming up. It is, help me out, May.
It's May 28th. It's Revenge of the Beards. It's going to be our first kind of pop culture beard competition. We're just kind of, all of us are pretty similar in age, you know what I mean, like that. So we remember
they're old-ish.
Hey.
But we remember, some of the classics and Revenge of the Nerds. If anyone's ever been to Mike's house, it is a pop culture mecca. So we're all into it, and we decided that this year it was going to be Revenge of the Beards, a tribute to Revenge of the Nerds. And
well, see, I feel like I'll fit in with the nerd part.
Yeah,
my family likes to tell me I'm a nerd. So.
Well, it's funny. I feel like all of us in some kind of way have like a nerdy, I don't know, maybe like a nerdy personality or something nerdy we like to do. So, none of us aren't like completely not nerdy, whether it be, video games or playing Jeopardy or whatever it is, you know what I mean? So we don't want to hate on anything like that. It's May 28th. We're actually going to do it a little bit later than we normally do. Y'all know we usually do our competitions at like noon. We do that because select groups get a little carried away pretty early. So this time we've moved it back.
Vortex Spirit Alliance being that select group.
I wasn't going to name any names, but yeah, I mean, we're not immune to partying here at the NTBA. We moved it to 6 o'clock. We're thinking it's going to end about 11, but I think y'all know how that goes. It's going to be at Lola's Trailer Park, which is in Fort Worth. That's where our last December was. They're one of our favorite venues. The guys that own it are really cool. It's just a blast. It's a really nice venue. Lots of bars, food trucks, and stuff like that. So
yeah, I really like it, and I think they've made some changes.
Yeah.
To our benefit.
Yeah, they've gotten better. They've gotten bigger and better. Carry a lot more different alcohols and stuff like that. They keep us. Do what?
I said that's important.
Yeah, well, it's funny, anyone that was with us at Whiskey Girl or any of our other, a lot of time we drank the place dry. You know what I mean? A lot of beard competitions, when we tell our venues we're doing a beard competition, they're kind of, any club, they say, well, yeah, we'll put one bartender out there. We're like, man, we'd really like more than that. And then of course it's always a complete circus. There's always way more people than you think, and everybody drinks like a fish. So,
and I think they've covered, or they put a roof on some of the open area, so it won't be, Mustache Mike covered outdoor stage. And
Mustache Mike is not 21, despite what he says.
Yeah, so I just skipped over that little comment.
I don't think anyone knows exactly how old Mustache Mike is. I bet Amanda does.
I bet he's my age.
So
young and beautiful.
Good answer, Zero. Good answer.
You got it. Yeah, I mean everything I say.
Do what?
Yeah, like I said, it's a competition that we've never done before. So bear with us, wrangling everybody. We got some really great people that are going to be helping us out. We've got some really great sponsors. We've got some really great categories. We've got some new stuff that we've never done before. We're going to have a mullet competition this year. The mullet competition will be kind of an ongoing championship thing. So the next year you'll have to defend it or you'll have to hand it over.
So do you have to have like a real mullet?
Well, I mean, it's going to be up to the judges. You know what I mean? So you can do it however you want, and the judges, and this goes for the Whiskerinas too. You know what I mean? We're going to let the judges make the decision on that. NTBA is totally has nothing to do with the results of our competition ever. I can promise you that. So whenever your name doesn't get called, I want you to know it didn't have anything to do with us.
I was just wondering, does it have to be your own hair?
You know what? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say it doesn't have to be your own hair. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that, but
can you wear a wig?
A mullet wig? No, I don't think you can wear a mullet wig.
Oh man!
And it has to be your own hair.
Yeah.
That's your options.
Well, I was going to say you can make one out of something, but yeah, I don't want someone to work all year growing out a mullet and then get beat by a wig. I mean, let's be honest. Only a hand select few people can really pull it off.
My son can rock a mullet.
Yeah, some people look great in it.
Yeah,
some people can't go out in public without getting tons of eyes on them.
He has a mullet now, to be honest.
And what's great is if you've got a huge beard, everyone always stares at you, and you hear them snickering and saying their comments when you walk by. If you had a huge mullet to go with a huge beard, you'd just be a total sideshow. So. And at the NTBA, we totally support that. We support everybody being a sideshow. But yeah, natural mustache, styled mustache, chops, goatee, Donegal, groomed beard under 7, our patented Texas red beard. We were the first competition to ever have a Texas red beard category. By
Texas, the way. Beard mob will take that, I'm telling you.
Full beard styled mustache, full beard natural under 12, full beard natural over 12, Whiskerina creative, Whiskerina realistic, partial beard freestyle, full beard freestyle. And anybody who knows me knows no secret, Whiskerina is my favorite category, always has been, always will be. One of the greatest categories I've ever sat through in my entire life was the Whiskerina categories at the World's Competition in Austin. It was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in my life. I mean, every single person that came out, it was just the crowd was complete. It was like being at a professional football game. It was just screaming. It was nuts, man. So I always encourage that category at our comp. It's so awesome, and the Whiskerinas that come out, including you two, have done incredible work. You continue to do incredible work for the Whiskerina category and for the beard competition world in general. So we really appreciate you too. Obviously, y'all are spearheading and kind of pioneering everything right now, and I think it's awesome. We think it's awesome. So,
well, thank you,
So
sir.
this is the first year y'all are going to split them up, though, huh? Finally.
yeah, we're stepping into. We're trying to change up a lot of what we do, just because I don't know. That's kind of who we are. You know what I mean? I feel like we kind of get stale. There's just a lot of times we thought about changing things, and we either couldn't get on the same page or couldn't make a decision. So, you know, we'll do whatever we can to keep our competitions exciting. As most people know, we like to have a good time. We like to party. Mike being the ringleader of the circus, and probably one of the worst influences I've ever met in my life.
I mean, I'm not pointing fingers or anything, but
Hey, I'm a good time, kind of.
So 6 o'clock, it'll make it nicer.
Yeah,
in Texas and in the summertime, at least.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a few competitions around that time that are pretty warm, but I mean, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, as long as it's not at noon, it won't be that hot.
Yeah.
And I think the venues made some changes that will help with that, from what I understand.
Yeah, like I said, if you haven't been there since our last December, you probably won't recognize the place. I mean, they spent a lot of money. Obviously, they had a lot of downtime, but more people doing freestyle.
We do need to see more freestyle.
Yeah, it's a really tough category, and you know, it's a dedicated category because it pretty much ruins your whole day. You know what I mean? With everything you have to do and walk around for hours and everything like that.
When are y'all going to list the order of categories? More importantly, I'm really just concerned about the Whiskerinas.
Yeah.
Are you going to split those categories where those of us that want to do both can do both?
Well, we had talked about moving it up due to the fact that y'all have to walk around with some pretty extreme stuff on for a while. We definitely, I don't think we want to make it that late, just because of the amount of work and the amount of effort and how it really dictates how you're going to have fun at our competition. We don't want you sitting there not being able to move, not being able to sweat, not being able to enjoy our competition. So, you know, we might move it up. We might move it up. I mean,
no, I mean, like, are you going to split? Like, a lot of people are doing in the first part of it, they're doing either creative or realistic, and then a couple categories go, or a few categories go, and then the other Whiskerina category.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah, I don't have a concrete answer on
that.
That's probably.
I suggest you change it if you want more.
He said Mike says they're scheduled back to back right now.
Yeah, well,
but what does he know?
It's really, I mean, it's extremely hard to figure out how to schedule the categories to figure out who should go first, what time is between it, all the different things, because there's so many valid reasons to move things in a certain order and such. And I just don't, you know, we talked about it a lot with You Matter. Shannon and I did. Ultimately they came to their own sequencing, but I mean, we talked over the different things of how, you know, should you do this, or what about freestyles and Whiskerinas? And I don't know that there's any actual good split of anything.
I don't think
it's just kind of do what you can to you know, to get through it, to get them up there. So
yeah, and that's the beauty of going to other competitions. I mean, Texas is such a big state with so many amazing beard clubs that we can go to so many competitions without ever leaving Texas, and basically come in there and just hijack your ideas. You know what I mean? So we don't mean it in a negative way.
Lessons learned.
Yeah, I mean, we don't mean that in a negative way, but anyone who's hosted or run a beard competition knows that it's always late. It's always delayed. There's always problems. Trying to wrangle everybody up on stage, trying to wrangle all the judges. It's just a lot to it. So hijacking ideas, I guess, has just kind of become a way of life in the bearding community. And like I said, since you're in Texas, you're probably 300 miles from 6, 7, 8 other beard clubs that have competitions, or the Mob and the Bearded Villains in Austin and Central Texas and everything. Those guys, I mean, it's just a buffet of different ideas and different opinions on how you can run one of these things. And, more importantly, kick up a bunch of money for whatever your charity is and whatever it is you're going for. We're going to be.
Who is the charity again, Corey?
We're going to be doing the Center for Transforming Lives again. They're a local company, they're a local place right in downtown Fort Worth, and we can go down there and see our money get put to use. You know what I mean? It doesn't go into a bank account somewhere and just kind of fade away. And we have a really good relationship over there. David is our spokesman for meeting everybody. He's got the best personality out of any of us for sure. So we always send him to talk with those guys over there, and they're just great. I mean, it's a great community thing they do. Like I said, we can watch our money at work. They're always very happy to hear from us. We're always great to hear from them and everything like that. So rather than try and look for a new charity every year, I don't know, we just really dig working with them, and probably continue to work with them, in the future.
Is that who we did the donations for? The clothes drop off?
Essentially, yes. Yeah.
That was there.
Yeah, exactly. If anyone came out and saw us at the clothes drive or the event where we took in items for the secondhand store, and I don't think it was a big time drinking event, but of course we made it that. Jiggy came out and helped us. NTBA was out there in force. Yeah. We saw some wild stuff, man. It's funny. It's funny the stuff that people donate, and
this fool and Mike shot from everybody's stuff that was dropped. People were dropping. I mean, they were driving up in nice, fancy cars, dropping a brand new stuff, and it was a blast. Yeah. Everybody there knew North Texas Spirit Alliance. I mean, so like staying with that same charity, like you built that relationship with them, and it was a blast. I had a good time. So
the belt Mike got. Of course Mike finds
the best.
A belt with his name on it. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, how does somebody donate a belt with your freaking name on it the day we're here working? So
yeah.
But that's an event we've done with them. This year was a little bit different, but that's an event we've done with them for several years. Just helping them unload and stuff, and I don't know, kind of down there in the trenches doing the hard work. You know what I mean? But I'm sure they made a lot of money off that event, and that money goes to a great cause. So.
Yeah, it was neat seeing everybody work together. So, speaking of judges.
Yeah, exactly. We do have an announcement tonight, and this is going to be the first anyone's heard of it. Our resident Whiskerina judge is going to be Tisha. She's our first judge that we're announcing for our comp. It is a pleasure to have her. She's been to several December's, and anyone who's been to any competition, I'm sure you've met and talked to her and her husband, and how great she is for the community and everything she does. So we are happy to have her as a judge. We're announcing her first, and I'll let her tell you a little bit about it, I guess. I mean, it's just gonna be her rocking it. You know what I mean? She'll probably be the voice of reason in our judge panel. See, I already know all the judges, so I don't want to give it away, but I can promise you this: she's gonna be the most reasonable and probably most organized.
Mama.
Yeah. I mean, your job is to be up there with the judges. We're going to be wrangling people, so that it's every man for himself when it comes to that. We are very, very. Shannon, you never heard of her?
Yeah.
Great. You should try and talk to her sometime. She's probably out of your league though. But yeah, she. We can't wait to have her. You know what I mean, like that, and we can't wait to have an in-person competition. Obviously, last year we did the online one, and let's be honest, it sucked. So
Yeah, I'm really
it'll be great.
excited. I have to say that I mean I'm very honored to be even asked about it, but with the other judges as well, I mean, now I feel like you know, this is I know who the other judges are, and it's just I'm very honored to be put in the same, same set of
You know
chairs.
what? I better have your shit on P's and Q's because she's a hard judge.
Yeah, and that's another thing I was going to say. Don't think you're going to walk up there with a wad of cat hair duct taped to your face, and Tish is going to give you a great score because she's super duper nice to everybody. She's a savage when it comes to Whiskerinas, and then all the girls should be more worried than all the guys because she's going to be tough on you. I know she is, but
that's very true.
Corey's kind of right, and so is Jiggy. They both know me well on the judging seat, at least.
You're gonna be checking your sweet meat.
Oh no, my sweet meat was looking good at that last comp.
I'm saying, I seen it.
I seen it.
Yeah, Corey's
did steal his saying. Whatever.
So, welcome to my world. Your world is wonderful, babe.
That's exactly what he meant.
Your world is sitting right over there.
So, but yes, I'm very honored, and it is going to be a lot of fun with the other judges that will be there, and so I can't wait for you guys to announce the rest of them.
Oh yeah, we're going to be if anybody remembers the Austin comp last year, we won the boot, so we're going to. We're going to be doing a donation style kind of a raffle for it. Like I said, the more people from your club that sign up for the competition and donate the money, you know what I mean? Whoever it comes out on top will get the boot until their competition. And once their competition, they will do the exact same thing with the boot. And I don't know, maybe it'll be a little bit customized by the NTBA by the time it comes out there. There's no telling what it'll look like. So keep that in mind whenever you go to donate. Make sure if you're part of a club, you list that what club you're with, and the money you're donating to us is going to be added up, and whoever's club at the end has the most will get the boot for the remainder of the year, or until their competition, or until they figure out a way that they're going to raffle it off.
Cool.
If you're not part of a club and you somehow donate enough money to get it, then an individual will have the boot, and it will be up to them to determine who gets it next. So,
I'm going to tell y'all who's going to have that damn boot.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we just want to raise money, you know what I mean? But no competition for sure. But we totally did win it. So
cool.
Honestly, I didn't tell North Texas Beard Mob to go after it. That was a homie hookup for you, my friend.
Well, we appreciate it.
I'm just kidding. I mean, I really didn't tell them, but after y'all have it, yeah, we'll have it.
Yeah, I was going to go over our sponsors too. The event is our main sponsor is Mad Viking. This is the second time they've been a title sponsor for us. Those guys over there are great. I mean, they're one of the biggest names in beard care and bearding community, and their competition is an absolute success every single year. You know what I mean? We love those guys. We love working with them. So we'll probably move on with them. Wood Post Metal Works. They're a sponsor for our competition this year. They're going to have some cool stuff out there. Lola's Trailer Park, obviously, that's where we're going to be doing it. Those people welcome us with open arms, when we go in there and drink the place empty. So we appreciate that. Ruzel, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Ruzel Beard Products. They've got a whole bunch of different items out there for beard care and hair care and everything like that.
Yeah, I saw those in one of our donations for the raffle. Yeah. And I didn't know that they even existed. So
yeah, I think this is our first year that we've dealt with them. So they're a new sponsor. We definitely dig their donation and everything like that. They are I don't know if they're definitely new to our club, but moving forward, I'm sure we'll hear more from them.
The brand was a donation from the local hair salon.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Firehouse Mustache Wax, they're definitely not a new sponsor to us. They're donate to us every single year. They're one of our favorite groups of people. I think Mike will tell you that is his go-to when it comes to styling up that freakishly big mustache that he drags around with him all the time. I don't know if y'all have seen him since his COVID beard or whatever he wants to call it, but he is completely turned into a full-grown male lion. The hair goes absolutely 100% around his head. Best of Show trophy is going to be made by Wood Post, like he said. So he's in here chiming in on me, making sure I'm not screwing up.
Hey, I know how that feels.
Your lines on tonight.
Yeah.
Grandpa's Soap Company. That's another company that is not new to us. They donate to us every single year. I remember there's been several years we've given a bar of soap to literally every single competitor. It's a pine tar soap, and I love it. It smells great. Some people,
I'll give you mine.
Yeah, some people hate on it, but not me. That stuff is amazing. And Camp Bowie Beard Company, via our very own Paul Kennedy, the competition killer, the MVP, the golden boy of the NTBA. He is, like I said, anyone that's been in the bearding community for any amount of time has seen him and seen the crap he does. And he is also a freaking TikTok star, which if you don't follow him on TikTok or the NTBA, you need to check us out. I don't think we have any videos on the NTBA one yet, but Paul's tutorials, Paul's videos, everything he does on TikTok. I mean, he's a standalone guy, and his freestyles is rival to none. You know what I mean? I think he's probably the biggest thing going, and I'm not just saying that because he's in our club. I think he really has a craft for doing the freestyle, and even when he's not doing freestyle, his beard natural beard styled stash. I mean, that stuff's amazing. Yeah, his TikTok is coffee talk. I think he has a very, very soft spot for coffee. In case y'all didn't know that, he has a hat made out of a coffee bag.
Let me say, Paul, you can go the rest of your life without using that Bangs filter. It was the
Paul, I thought you were beautiful, bud. If you want to grow up dark black bangs, do it, bud.
See, Paul, I love you, and I'm going to tell you the truth. Corey is just bullshitting you. It's not pretty. Don't ever.
Hey, Paul can do no wrong by me. So if he decides to do it, it's definitely
Lordy.
I think I saw it while I was getting ready for this show, and I was like, "Oh God, Paul, no."
Yeah, it's funny. Mike actually had somebody at his restaurant come up and go, "Hey, man, you have a really awesome beard. You should check out this guy on TikTok." And who do you think he shows us? Mike goes, "Yeah, I think I know that guy. I think he's a local guy, actually." But yeah, his Camp Bowie Beard Company. If y'all have never used his product, I mean, y'all have to check it out. It's some of the scents he has and some of the products he has are amazing. I use a lot of it. I've won some of it at the Austin competition, actually, and all that stuff's great. So check out his stuff for sure.
Who is this?
Yeah, I don't know who the Facebook user is. So.
They're coming out with some good information, but
so Corey, you guys are going to be announcing judges here and there, so you have to keep watching for them to keep revealing the judges.
Yeah, we're gonna probably have some announced on our Instagram. We'll probably have some, just move it around. So you gotta follow us on all these social media platforms. So be on the lookout for our page. Go give us a like. North Texas Beard Alliance on Facebook. Check us out. We got tons and tons of stuff that we do. Obviously, with things kind of kicking back up, we'll get more into the in-person meet and greets and stuff like that, and going bowling and axe throwing and all the goofy stuff that we've done in the past.
And there is a meet and greet before the comp. There's the Friday night meet and greet.
That's correct. May 27th. May 27th, 7 p.m. South Side area. We're going to be doing our pub crawl. Anyone that's done our pub crawl knows that it is not for the faint of heart. You really have to bring your A game, and you really have to be prepared that the following day you're going to be miserable.
Unless you're the designated non-alcohol consumer.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't sound very much fun, but yeah.
Yeah.
But give the girl a cigar and a fireplace, and she's gonna blow your hair back.
Well, she'll be the one up on stage not feeling like ass either the next day when it's freaking, the sun's beating down on us, and
here we go.
And we're all sweating tequila.
Yeah, that won't be. Now, back in the day when I could still drink alcohol, perhaps, but now that I can't drink it, yeah. I'm drinking water.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to get it up close. Oh, I have that too.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. It was several years ago. We actually invaded a radio studio. I don't know if anyone was on that. Anyone remembers that? If you remember breaking into a radio studio on our pub crawl and going live on the radio, comment about it. I want to say it was like 4 years ago or something like that. He kind of waved us in there. Like when we walked by, he kind of waved us in there. I don't think he knew there was like 40 of us. So, and it was like really cold that night. And so we're all just trying to get out. So next thing you know, we're all in this freaking radio studio, live on the air, promoting our competition. Yeah, Mike has a video of it.
There we go.
I feel sorry for anyone who's trying to listen to their favorite radio station that night. And we just kind of mobbed up in there and took over. So,
well, they were glad to hear you, I'm sure.
So that was probably the most action they had in a while.
Yeah, I don't think radio station has a lot of guests typically on a Friday night when it's 40 degrees and raining. So,
what kind of music did they play?
It was a very, very deep country western station. Mike might be able to tell you the exact station. I can't remember. He was a judge at one of it. Yeah, Ben Ryan. That's exactly right. He was a judge at the Sin Beard 6 years ago or something like that. I don't mean to offend him because I don't remember, but I do remember meeting him and everything. That might have been one of my first December's, actually. I can't remember it. Yeah, so he saw me and Mike, and he kind of waved us in there. And so next thing you know, he looks up, and there's an army of drunken, bearded men and whiskerinas in his studio. So the pleasure was all his, I'm sure.
That would have been fun.
Yeah, our pub crawls can be something else. So we're hoping that
let's go back
have a lot of success. We had a ugly Christmas sweater competition one year.
That was the year I did the Grinch. So
yeah, okay, yeah.
3 years ago.
There was some pretty wild stuff there. Holly was I think Holly was a judge that year, and she
was. Yeah.
I think she won the ugly sweater. I'm not sure. I can't.
Do you remember if you only placed one person? I know somebody that is no longer mob. They placed, but I don't.
I think we did give out 2 for some reason.
Somebody like a first, second, third. I can't remember.
It's really hard to try and remember. It's hard to try and remember details from a competition, much less the pub crawl.
I have videos.
Yeah. There's a video of me doing the floss somewhere on a stage in Dallas.
That was at
Beard Fest.
That was on the rooftop. I've got that video too.
Yeah,
that was
hot. Yeah, that was very hot. And
it was miserable.
I think
that was the one where my mustache fell off in line, and I looked at Tisha and the other girl, and I was like, "Team Whaler," and I just threw my mustache over to Ferocious Beer Care Nate, and I'm like, "Whole mustache, man! I'm going in for third."
Yeah, we had just gotten back from Worlds, and yeah.
And that girl wore hers the whole time. I was like, honestly, you can have hers. I'd rather have fun.
Yeah.
It was so miserably hot.
Yeah, I showed up. I entered that competition like 1 minute before they closed entry.
And
I did freestyle that year. Actually, now that you mention it, there you go. There's my first place trophy from freestyle that year. Monty, if you're on here, if you remember, that's when I beat you. Remember when I beat you?
Yeah.
You came in second. I came in first. I don't know if you remember that, Monty, when I beat you and I came in first and you came in second. But yeah, that was a very, very hot competition. But the guys at the Dallas Facial Hair Club, anybody who knows Boyd and Corey and all those guys, I mean, those those are some of our best friends and some of our best memories. I'm just kidding, Bonnie. You beat me like 10 times. I ain't trying to hear all that hate, but yeah, we had a blast, and we're really sad that the Dallas Facial Hair Club has run its course, but we also understand that this is a lot of work and a lot goes into it. So you might even see Boyd at our competition this year. You never know. So keep your eyes open for different information, different surprises coming from the NTBA.
So many coming up.
Yeah, Miss Tisha's just turning into a judge. She ain't gonna compete anymore, which I mean she will, but it works out for me because
that's kind of the way we like to do it. You know what I mean? The veterans of competing in all the categories, we kind of like to take them out of the category sometimes. Maybe let somebody else win. You know what I mean? So we're doing. I feel like we're doing the Whiskerina category a favor by yanking her out so she can't compete. So.
Well, thank you.
That was so tacky, Corey.
Sorry. I really liked her.
Because I suck.
Her nutcracker beard was one of my favorite ones ever. So.
That's cute.
Oh, cool.
But I will tell you, the baseball bat one that you did, Jiggy, something about that one did something for me. So.
Well, yeah, it's kind of.
I told you I was going to make you blush.
And as soon as you said that, I was like. That's a good one.
And Jiggy and I give each other a hard time. So, I mean, it's a crapshoot when you're a Whiskerina. It's a crapshoot. You don't know how people are going to judge.
You don't.
So it's, and yeah, Jiggy's right. And Corey too, I want to see how you did it. So if you come, you better be able to tell me how you built that beard.
Yeah, if you yank a beard off Amazon, I feel sorry for you because she's going to call your ass out on it.
Shit, I'm going to stop you before you go up and be like, no, today's not going to be your day.
Yeah.
Like, not with this group.
This is a I feel like our Whiskerina categories are always very, very well taken care of, very well led, and very professional, if that makes any sense. Anyone who's been to ours knows that our Whiskerina category is always amazing. I mean, the last several years, I mean, I'm just sitting there thinking, thank God I don't have to judge and decide this crap. Like it's definitely stressful. I've judged a couple of competitions, and I mean, generally, if I'm sitting there, obviously I know a lot about beards because I've been in it for so long, but I'm sitting there looking at these beards coming up on stage. I'm like, all right, yeah. But when the Whiskerina starts coming on, I'm like, I don't know where I'm going to place anybody. Like, this is nuts.
It's very hard because there's so much variation, especially creative. Realistic is a bit more doable, I guess, if you want, but creative's really very difficult.
Yeah.
So I can tell you, since I've done realistic, it's hard as it is.
That's not hard. Something I'm going to get into, and I can say that with searching.
I mean, because you got Natalie that set the bar with the whole freestyle. Like when it went from just being a realistic looking beard to she did a freestyle with it. So
I feel like that whole household sets the standard for a lot of the beard goings on. I mean, obviously the goatee category is constantly dominated, you know what I mean? But those two really know what they're doing.
Yeah. So nice, sweet people.
They are. They're great. Shout out to Honest Amish.
But I'm telling you, the Louisiana, Oklahoma, I can only speak for the beard mob girls, really, the mob ladies. They're killing these realistics. So I'm going to step back. I'm going to take my little baby win and go.
Well, see, and the only backstage information I have on beard creating is Jiggy, and it's I see the stress it causes and the work that goes into it. I mean, I've never been on the other side of watching that stuff get made. You know what I mean? When we when we tell you how long it takes and everything like that, I think a lot of us take for granted how difficult it really is. I mean, whereas me, I just don't shave, I mean, big deal there. But seeing the goings on behind the scenes of making a beard is insane. And the competitions you do where you're making the beard live and stuff like that, I think people get a pretty big dose of, holy shit, this is way harder. And with the symmetry and everything like that. So,
and I love watching the live because it's just like this little bitty drop of what it's like to make a beard, a creative beard. It's just like a little bitty taste of what it's like.
Yeah, it's not, I mean, they don't have to acquire all the supplies. They don't have to come up with the idea. I mean, they have to come up with the idea here, but they don't have to come up with the general theme. They don't have to get the clothes. They don't have to make sure it fits. Poor Corey.
Yeah, I mean, imagine how much easier it would be for y'all if it actually just took an hour. When in fact we know that it does not take an hour. It takes weeks. It takes months. And I mean, just developing the idea in your head. You know what I mean? You can't it doesn't just pop in there. All right, this is what it's going to look like. I'm going to do this. Bam, it's done. No, it doesn't work like that. And like I said, the only background backstage stuff I have is from Jiggy. So.
But the one thing I tell anybody that asks, first thing, it's not going to work like you think it is. Period.
Take your original idea and just kick it.
Just kick it. Like, go ahead and go to plan D.
Yeah, because A, B, and C for sure are not going to work like you want. And always keep some material because you're going to have some test. Is this glue going to stick this to that? And
God, that's my problem right now. I have so much adhesive for everything in the world. Like, if I was a huffer, I would be in heaven.
Same here. I have a whole drawer.
Insane. Like, I think I have more things for adhesing, like sticking this to that without saying. I'm looking at, y'all know I look over here because that's where I keep my beards.
Yeah, I have a whole drawer. You've seen my craft room, so. But yeah, that's the one thing.
I think like a lot of it.
It won't work like you think. And always have test something before you actually do a lot of it. Of course, Jiggy's like, no.
Nah, okay. Does it stick on your face? I don't know. When I get there, I'll find out.
But I have kind of been doing that lately. You've really been a bad influence. And the last couple of beards, I've not thought completely about how it was going to go on my face first.
Okay, so let me just point out your last couple competitions you got first too. So you're welcome. I mean, tell me I'm wrong.
She's like the drill sergeant for you.
I know.
She stresses out so much, and I'm like,
I know somebody else just like that.
But anyways, we're talking about Tisha. She stresses me out though. Like, honestly, if I sent her, Kasi, I'll be taking off her Kasi, not this Thursday, but next Thursday. And my beard is exactly where it was 2 months ago, but my outfit fits. That's all I need to know. If I have to pull an all-nighter to get the rest of it done, whatever. But it's on my agenda for tomorrow.
Well, I had my plans for my Kasi beard all set up and the costume and everything, and now I have to work.
But now we'll see. We'll see it at a different time, yeah? Or was it for Cassie? It's Cassie, by the way.
Well, I've been wanting to build it for a long time. It's like my dream beard.
So save it for Great American or Nationals.
Well,
I already know you got one.
It's just the right theme had to come along.
Oh.
And it came along, and so
Like I
Yeah.
said, that's one of the things that I'm talking about.
It's
We
hard.
just have to worry about stuff like that. I come out there, like, yeah, I got my hat on backward again. I haven't shaved in 2.5 years. What's up? The shirt's dirty.
Sure.
So, I mean, y'all have way more to worry about than us laying.
Yeah, because like on a theme, we've discussed this before on the show. If there's a theme, do you necessarily go with it? I thought there was going to be a theme for Cassie, and mine was not going to go on it. Zero knows what it is. It is not theme worthy. But then for Mobfest, I already had something in mind, and then they came out with Mardi Gras. Zero, you know this one too, right?
Behind the scenes, Jack. It's good to be me.
Huh?
I said, behind the scenes, it's good to be me.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm not going with a theme, but I'm really struggling for Revenge of the Beards because I really want to do that theme because who doesn't want to be a nerd? And so if anybody has the video out there, DVD, I need it because that's how I research stuff. And it's like $30 on Amazon.
We've actually kicked around the idea of doing an event where we all watch it together, but we're not sure how to make that work.
Okay, who has the DVD?
Well, we were talking about actually trying to find a movie theater that could accommodate a whole bunch of people to go watch it there.
Shut up. That would be so fun.
I mean, dedicating that kind of time. So, but yeah, I mean, if you haven't seen the movie or you haven't seen it in a while, you should watch it because there's a lot of stuff in that movie that you're gonna get when you come to our competition. That reminds me, our Best in Show trophy is going to be amazing. So really bring your A game for that. We have a lot of Best in Show trophies, I think, that are pretty epic, but I think this one's going to be really good.
So I have to watch this movie to make sure I catch all the nerdy things.
No, just when I show up, I'm killing it, okay?
There
Okay.
you go.
Okay.
Nobody's questioning that, I don't think.
I'm going to. Like, even if I have to buy the freaking movie at $30-something. Right now, I'm trying to justify some $80 boots for Mobfest, but they are so cute. I just need to send them to somebody and them say, yeah, girl, get them. I need somebody to say yes. I'll send them to you.
It's shoes.
Yeah,
okay.
Mike says bring a truck to take home the Best in Show trophy. Yeah, if you're flying to our competition this year, you're going to look really, really neat when you get on the airplane with this damn thing. So we might have to work out some logistics. Yeah, like I said, if you drive a Honda Civic, you're going to need somebody else to take it home with you. So we're gonna
I'll bring the Hummer.
Yeah, that might work. We can strap it to the Hummer. You can pay Summer; she'll drive that sucker to you.
I'll drive.
I'm bringing it before I can take it.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I ain't hating on that.
God, that's
I'll
twice.
drive up. I'll drive up, and then I can put it in the back of the Gladiator.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah, it's gonna be really big. It might be one of the biggest. It might be one of the biggest trophies any beard club has ever given away. So
unless it's bigger than me, which isn't difficult.
Thanks, Corey. See, Corey's got my back.
I always got your back, darling.
Well, let's talk about this, Corey, but thanks. So I got a girl and a guy.
And our son's name is Corey too, so
do what?
I could get confused pretty easy. Our son's name is Corey as well. So yeah.
It's the coolest name.
It's a cool name. Well, it's my niece's name, so when I talk about him, I call him Zero. But then y'all don't know that.
Yeah, there's a group of people that know me as Zero too. If you know, you know.
So Jesse Morton has the question, can you do multiple categories?
Mustache Mike, chime in on that if you hear me. I don't know if we ever agreed on that. I think we said you were going to be able to, but don't
just
quote
stay
me on
tuned
that.
for the answer.
Yeah, questions like that are better left to people that actually know what the hell's going on. I'm really more of a pretty face to just kind of promote it. Are we going to be able to do multiple categories? One person do multiple categories.
Now, who's actually ridden in an IROC?
IROC Z.
Look at that. Small World Zero. Her daddy's a mechanic. You know how bad I want to be.
All right, Mike said only Texas red beard and mullet.
Okay, so if you enter those two categories, you can. Okay, so then Whiskerinas can't go creative and realistic then.
That is correct.
By that definition.
Yeah.
Well, y'all just saved me about $150, $200. So
is it the money or is it the outrageous amount of time?
It's the money. Like I spend a stupid amount of money. I have the time.
Yeah.
It's the money.
Yeah, anyone who competes in red beard, look at that. See, look at that. You've already started changing Mike's mind. The red beard category. A lot of people like to do multiple categories, and just because they have a red beard, you know, we don't want to hate on the color of the beard. And then obviously the mullet category. If you do mullet, you'll be able to do any other category you want to do, as long as you have some kind of facial hair, I guess.
Ooh, I want to see a mullet and a mustache. That's what my son has. Maybe
I was going to say, I know a guy.
With a mullet and a mustache?
Yeah.
Besides my boy?
Yeah, styled stash with a mullet. I have a feeling you get to see more of it soon. If my hair wasn't falling out like a cancer patient, I would probably do mullet.
Corey.
All righty.
He's like, on that note. Okay, so Mike's, Mike, honestly, I'm just asking because I'm really just asking for me. Like, I mean, the only other one I know that would be there would be her, and she's a judge, so I don't have to, and she doesn't do both, so. But yeah, I already have my creative idea. It's that realistic.
Yeah. And it has been a trend to do both categories lately. So, like I said, all these categories in planning, it's
so hard.
Yeah. I don't know how anyone could do multiple categories in the first place. I mean, it's a pain in the butt getting ready for these things. You know what I mean? And if you've got to put big loops in your mustache and whatever, and then.
Well, I think the freestylers do it. If the freestyle can go first, then they'll go and wash it out and compete in their length or in their regular category. But I know for like the girls, even if we're separated, I missed the entire auction at You Matter. I got to listen to it. Like I got to listen to the number go up on my cheesecake, and I was up there like, "Don't cry, ho! Your makeup looks too good. Don't cry." But I didn't get to bid on it. So I can't, who is this? Did 8 at one show. Say who you are.
8?
Yeah.
That has to be
Joshua Newworth did like 5 when Beard Commander was around a few years back. He just went from shaving to shaving. I mean, down to who is the one that did the 8? Taxi Phil has done several. I don't know if he's done 8 though. Yeah, there it is. Boom. I mean, I want to say I did do that before, but yeah, I can't imagine going to the bathroom and shaving down everything. So
I think Mike shaved right before a competition one year. Like in the bathroom with a pair of scissors.
That doesn't surprise me.
That's in typical NTBA fashion. We plan stuff out really, really well so that we can go to a CVS and buy scissors and trim our beard in the parking lot. As if people don't think that our attraction is a sideshow in the first place. When you're at like, I don't know, nationals and Mike is in the bathroom cutting facial hair off with scissors.
But you had 2 North Texas Beard Alliance place at nationals this year.
Yeah, we've got some competition killers. We're a smaller club, but we're definitely not watered down by any means. We've got a lot of talent. I haven't competed in a while. Mike hasn't competed in a while, but we actually had David out there competing, and if you've ever seen Nick compete, or obviously Paul and all those guys, I mean, it's people that are from back in the day remember Jimmy Fox. I mean, if anyone saw Jimmy Fox's freestyle at Worlds, I feel like he got snubbed. I'll come out and say it. I don't care. I feel like he should have definitely placed top 3. I feel like we got shunned because we were local boys, but
maybe.
Yeah, I mean, Manny, I mean, all those guys that we used to have that were big time in the club. I mean, we've had some amazing talent is what I'm trying to say.
And we cannot skip Amanda. Amanda, I think she's the Whiskerina that I was like most fangirled over. And I remember being at a competition, the one at Strokers, and she was asking, I was pretty new still, and I'd already been told, don't show anybody your beard. You don't show anybody your beard. It was like so faux pas. And Amanda asked me, and I was like, and then she was like, I'm not competing. And so I showed her, and then she was judging. I was like, damn it. Like, I was just really new to everything. I didn't know, but I think forever some of hers will be my favorite. Her Cheech and Chong one.
Oh, the titty beard, the bacon beard. I mean,
the bacon beard I love too.
I mean, at World, she did the bacon beard, and she had the little bacon popsicle thingies that she was giving out. The titty beard, one of my personal favorite beards of all time, the titty beard. Yeah, I mean, she hasn't competed in a while, but obviously everybody remembers her. We've had some really good Whiskerians. If anybody remembers the Rick and Morty beard from Beard Fest a couple years ago.
I don't remember that one. It was before me.
Yeah, it was I cannot remember her name right now. She'll kill me if I don't remember it. But
yeah, Jiggy started competing just before I did.
Yeah.
So,
but you went to World, and I just stayed right here. Well, I guess my second one was Great American. That was Lulu's first. And my second, and I'm going to tell you right now, that one scared the mess out of me. That's where I saw Natalie for the first time. And I still think it's funny. I thought that we walked into the wrong dressing room. I was like, damn, that dude's beard is on point. He's got his own. Mind you, I didn't know who Natalie was. And she was already dressed with the beard on. So that's all I knew. I was like, damn, they got a stylist. And I'm over here. And I have like these super long nails. And Lauren, because she's my baby, she's spoiled. She's like, oh, just braid mine for me. And I'm shaking and my nails are hitting. It was awful. And we drove like 18, 19 hours to get there. It was awful, but it was fun. Like, it was a blast.
Yeah, I was never intimidated by any of that. The world beard competition. So when I walked out and realized there was 88 people in my category, 88 or 89 people in my category, I'm standing next to, Owen Hicks and all these freaking beer. I'm like, bro, I feel like I am in the wrong fucking dressing room right now. They marched us all out there, and I'm sitting there like, back home, when I walk around, everyone's like, dude, that's the most incredible beard ever. And then when I walk out on stage at Worlds, I'm like average as shit. So I was like, okay, this is nuts. But that weekend, that whole weekend was one of the craziest weekends of my entire life. Big shout out to the Austin Facial Hair Club for doing something like that. I don't know how anybody could make it happen as well as it did. I mean, I think the success of that competition is otherworldly, and if they weren't even out before that, they definitely were after.
Shannon had been competing, but I was really new to it. I'd been for the competitions, but so seeing Worlds was kind of wild that year. And Great American, I was there. Like I said, we were both really new. So honestly, like I didn't hardly talk to anybody because I was just kind of a wallflower. And
I had Lou with me, and I was there with Mob. That was Mob's first big showing, and nobody understood when we walked in. It was all over the place. So yeah, we walked in full force. We met a lot of people who came out It was like a big meetup for us. But I mean, anytime I'm there with Lou, I have my immediate little buddy. So I'm good on that. But we met Barefoot Brains for the first time. I remember asking to have my picture taken with him, and I'm like, so bizarre now. I mean, we've roomed together and we've traveled to comps together. He's part of our cabinet on North Texas. And I met Johnny Ivy for the first time there. And it was just, God. I didn't know Carla. I remember after the fact, but I didn't know who Carla and Rob were. I didn't know you and Shannon. So it's just kind of weird seeing the progression of like, these are actually people I would call friends now.
Right. Yeah, definitely. So.
And we got to tell on Corey's beard here, when he was at Worlds, his beard was down to here and his mustache was down to here. So, like.
Yeah, I mean, my beard was 2 foot long and my mustache was 16 inches long, and I came in 13th.
When I talk about people eating, I do the Corey. I'm like, y'all don't eat like this. That's how I know he just.
No, any of the big mustache guys know the struggle of eating. Mustache Mike. If you've never gotten a chance to see Mustache Mike eat, it is absolutely but
I enjoy it.
Well, I'm so glad that my husband's mustache is gone.
I mean, he looks good as a whaler, but I have to give him props. He looked good with a mustache.
If I was as pretty as him, I wouldn't let a mustache cover that mug up.
He had a pretty mustache, though.
He's got a pretty everything.
A wife, for sure.
So. The funny thing was the mustache got left on
it did. I saw it. And Denicia was going to touch it. And I was like, no, ma'am.
Grab that.
I didn't realize it was Shannon's mustache, like right there it was right on the ledge. I kind of thought that because I ran into him coming out of the bathroom. I was coming up. I was like, my mustache is melting off. And he was like, mine is off too. So I was like, huh? You know, I'm so used to seeing him without a mustache. It didn't even dawn on me that he had shaved it. But then when we saw that, I really didn't think somebody would leave their hair laying around like that. Y'all are nasty. Shannon beard.
It got left.
It's thrown in the trash. Nobody wants that.
Somebody cleaning that probably was like, what in the... But
Mustache Mike leaving the parking lot.
Oh, no doubt. Mustache. God, I can't imagine. He couldn't even wash his mustache down a sink. Like, that's a trash mustache. Like, he has to... That's going to clog up a sink.
What we usually do is we go to Lowe's and get some of those bags that you put all your grass in and leave it out there by the curb, and they'll come by and pick it up.
For his mustache?
Yeah. And by the time they pick it up, it's already grown back. So.
Oh, shit.
Well, thanks, Corey, for coming on tonight.
Absolutely. Our tickets are available on Eventbrite.
Y'all already up on Eventbrite?
Yeah, if you go to Eventbrite, you can go ahead and buy your tickets. There's a couple of options there. Show you all the categories. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. And stay up to date because this is just one of our first announcements here, although it's one of my favorite announcements that Tisha will be joining us. And she'll be judging all of you schmucks. So keep an eye on us. Like I said, yeah, be prepared. And you better bring your A game or you're going to get embarrassed in front of all your people. So. And don't think your beard clubs will forget that because in my experience, when you mess up publicly, like I have probably tonight, they'll let you know about it at the next meeting.
Oh, I think you did a great job.
You did great. We're not really very formal here.
Yeah.
I told him. I think he blushed a little. Look at that. Yeah, you're blushing. You better blush.
All right, guys. Well, let's see. Like I said, meeting this Saturday, 11 Central. We're going to be electing officers. If you want to be an officer, please private message the club, private message, and let us know that you're interested in what office. We'll publish those Friday. And like I said, we're talking about our applications to the different national organizations. So Okay. Well, I'm Tisha Klinkenbeard, president of the Craft Whisker Club. And then
I'm Summer, former vice president. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I slash tires. So only 3 though. Just kidding. Vice president for the Craft Whisker Club and vice president of Beer Bomb North Texas.
Mob.
I'm
Corey Maxim, VP of the North Texas Beard Alliance. It was great talking to y'all and great seeing everybody, and can't wait to get out more information on everything so y'all can come check us out this summer.
Plan on it.
Welcome back to the beer community, Mr. Maxon.
I missed y'all.
All right, y'all have a good night.
Pick him up.